Chapter 7. Life in Silla Tierra. Once Purpleton and Zoofixie were proven to be healthy. Zoofixie went to live with Purpleton and her parents. For the first few wheels, bodyguards protected Purpleton and Zoofixie, but as the years passed, the wheelchair people forgot about the Oido Hombres and stopped guarding Zoofixie and Purpleton. Then one day, Zoofixie was in a field pretending to be a detective like Purpleton's uncle when suddenly he smelled smoke and looked around and saw some Oido Hombres run away from a fire in the next field. Zoofixie, who had received a camera as a gift from Purpleton's uncle, took a picture of what happened. Purpleton's uncle determined that the Oido Hombres had purposely started the fire so that the wheel people would not have food to eat. Thanks to Zoofixie, who also informed the firemen in time, the fire did not do too much damage. After he alerted the wheelchair people to the fire, Zoofixie decided to go to school to become a policeman and a detective. As the years went by, Zoofixie became well known in the land of Silla Tierra as a detective. One day, Zoofixie was walking along the riverbank when he saw a dam that looked to be man-made. He also noticed that the water was rising. If he did not break the dam soon, the river would overflow its banks and flood the town. Zoofixie worked fast and managed to open the dam just as the water was about to flood over. Before the dam broke, he also exposed some footprints that matched the boots of the Oido Hombres. After a few tests, he found that they matched the same earman, Mr. Oido Hombre, who had first caught him and Purpleton so many years ago. When the wheelchair people heard how he had saved the town again, they were so happy they had a parade to show how thankful they were. The next day, Purpleton and Zoofixie got married, and a year to the day of the parade, Purpleton had a baby boy, who they named Zoofixie. When Zoofixie was 8 wheels old, Zoofixie took him on an overnight trip to Sustantivo Arena Castillo Ciuda Beach, where he taught Zoofixie how to make big sand castles. The sand castles prevented Zoofixie from seeing Zoofixie, and the Oido Hombres kidnapped him. Zoofixie went home to plan how to get his son back. It was decided that Purpleton and Zoofixie would have to go to the Woods of Despair again to rescue their son. They had walked for a whole day when they came to the spot where they first met. As they were resting, they heard the sound of a twig breaking. Purpleton looked in the direction of the sound and saw 3 Oido Hombres trying to move something that took a lot of their effort. Purpleton got Zoofixie's attention as he was studying the ear-shaped prints on the path and told him what she had just seen, and gave him the heart-shaped flower which she had kept with her all these years just in case. Zoofixie whispered to Purpleton, "I will check it out." He went to where he could have a good view of the Oido Hombres, but they could not see him. After a few minutes, he found out that the men were dragging Zoofixie. Zoofixie was so angry at the men that he forgot to stay hidden and instead ran at them like a raging bull. As soon as the Oido Hombres saw Zoofixie, who had the heart-shaped flower poking out of his pocket, they magically disappeared. Zoofixie took his son to Purpleton, who was still sitting in the spot where they first met. When Zoofixie and Zoofixie were beside Purpleton, Zoofixie said, "Let's all go home." No sooner had he finished saying home than he found himself back in his bedroom in his own world. When he saw himself in his mirror, he noticed that he was a 16-year-old boy again instead of a man. As Zoofixie got his bearings, he started to think about what may have happened to Purpleton and Zoofixie.